What's going on, Commandos? Braxto Commando here. Today I'm going to be bringing you something interesting, but it's also not going to be exactly such a normal type of video. Currently, the next following videos I was supposed to upload is me still visiting Idaho and Utah and some other crazy stuff, but I'm gonna have to postpone those videos for another few uploads because today's upload requires basically a project of my college class. It's basically a project for my college class that we're required to do, and I would like to do mine through YouTube so that, I don't know, I feel more comfortable doing it through that. I feel more comfy doing it through YouTube. Basically, what I'm gonna be trying to discuss is mainly the audience that I'm gonna be talking for is for people that are going under the major of criminal justice in that area of study along the law enforcement field, mainly towards people that want to be a state trooper. The main topic is basically how is research and writing and knowledge important for the people in the area of criminal justice, and how does it really apply into people along the lines of a state trooper or that want to be a state trooper. So hello to my class. It's been an online class, so I don't think any of us have really seen each other's faces, but oh yeah, here's my face. So I'm gonna try to make this interesting for my subscribers or other people that watch this video that are not part of my classroom, because you know I try to make my videos entertaining and whatnot. So let's just hope it's not too cringy and it turns out okay. So let's get into this. So I'm assuming you guys all know who state troopers are. It's basically just like almost like a police officer, except they're more of the highway patrol. In these following skits that I'm gonna do, I'll be just pretend I'm a state trooper, but I'm gonna look a little different. But basically they conduct like traffic stops and issue citations, arrest criminals, assist in accidents or whatnot, and multiple other things. And some people in the law enforcement have to basically research the suspect that they're looking for and take them down. Please! Now, what takes place into this is research is a main key for a lot of the things that go along the lines of criminal justice. For example, when I took down the suspect like I did just now, aka my brother, there's research behind it into finding out why you have to do it, like why you're taking them down, and research about where they are. You have to research about them. That's how you find your suspect. And also, for example, there's a source of an article by Max Travers. The topic is Evaluation, Research, and Criminal Justice Beyond a Political Critica. I don't know what the heck. Basically, it just talks about the research. Now it talks about more of the academics and conservative views that are more troubled and pressured, and how research takes play into about it. And yeah, well, that's basically kind of what it's about. But the author that wanted to show people that are going into the area of criminal justice how it affects and is needed and how it's applied in different multiple ways. So here's a little example of how research is needed. Alright, sir, you're being arrested, bad boy. Alright, Mr. Zayden, you have been very bad. Alright, let me show you what you've been in for.
A few moments later.
Alright, stop. Alright, you're in for a Class C misdemeanor. We have a Class A felony, aggravated gaming, being a loser, lame-o, DWG, that is driving while gaming. We also got a DWI for driving while intoxicated with meth. We got murder, vandalism, and grand theft auto. So that's basically how it portrays in some type of example. The next subject I'm going on about is writing. Writing is also going to be very important, especially after conducting like a traffic stop. I mean, you have to write tickets and whatnot, but that's just little stuff. There's reports that you have to do, especially like on certain incidents or like car accidents. You have to take a report on all of that. You have to take reports on a lot of things. Reports. Now, there's also another source article on this by the authors of Michael Doyle and Robert J. Meadows basically discuss the topic of, it's called A Writing Intensive Approach to Criminal Justice Education, the California Lutheran University Model, etc., etc., etc. Basically, it talks about the importance of infinite warfare and going into the all in a nutshell, it's about steps of writing for teachers to show different strategies and how some of them are wrong and left. Just like state troopers, and especially in college, you're gonna need a lot of writing. Writing is gonna be an important factor, especially because it takes place in a lot of areas of criminal justice. You're always gonna need to be writing. Now for the next subject, it's basically going to be about knowledge. Knowledge is always going to be important no matter where you go, obviously. But knowledge is going to be very important to learn in college under the area of criminal justice because it's going to be used later on in life along the lines of criminal justice. Another article that kind of discusses that is by an author named, well, I don't even know how the heck to say it, Louithanol Milton A. I'm sorry. Basically, the article is called The Crisis in Criminal Justice, Education, Constructive, Reprisal, or Intellectual Mechanism. These are tough words. Basically, it claims information of criminal justice. Then there have been like negative reconsiderations of how stuff's being brought into bigger problems and whatnot, and you need to know your knowledge. You get the idea. Now, for people that are going along the lines of being like a state trooper, detective, or whatnot, like especially after you capture your suspects and you're at the point of interviewing, before interviewing or asking questions and stuff, you're supposed to read their Miranda rights, and you can learn that in your college courses and stuff, so that requires, you know, some knowledge. Alright, now it's time to read you your warnings, your Miranda warnings, because I know my knowledge. Alright, listen to me. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford the attorney, you have anything to say? Say something.
Can I go play games now?
Oh, I swear. Overall, I mean, people in criminal justice are always going to be tight. They're going to be the bomb. And there's a lot of cool things that you can go into under the area of criminal justice. And it's just a matter of taking your college classes, having the desire to be into it, and striving to succeed. Anybody can go into this major and just work hard at it and try to get there to where they want to be. It just takes effort. But that is basically how writing and knowledge and research takes into play, especially in the field of criminal justice and a little bit directed towards as a state trooper. I hope some of my examples kind of made sense. I know not everything's probably going to be exactly accurate, but it's just a project. It's for fun. It's supposed to be entertaining and even cringy. I'm very cringy, so I've been told. But I hope you did enjoy today's video. It's been obviously different, and I hope that this presentation or project was an ace. It was kind of hard to try to come up with what exactly to talk about, but I think I kind of got it on point a little bit. But that is also going to do it for today's video. I'll have my upload schedule from being on vacation and coming back to where I am now. You'll see the uploads. But that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, please leave a like and comment, drop a sub if you're new. Today's post notification shout out goes to, thanks for having my post notifications on and dropping a sub and commenting when you were done. If you want a post notification shout out, hit that subscribe button and turn on my post notifications and leave a comment when you are done. That's gonna do it for today's video. It's been Braxto Commando and I'm signing off here. Peace.